Kingsmen, The Golden Circle, starring, there's a lot of people in this movie. There were so many people. Usually I only say like 3 names, but there was so much talent in this movie. Figured I'd cover a few of them. Taron Egerton, Mark Strong, who does a great job. Julianne Moore, wow, man, who thought she was going to be in there. Colin Firth, Channing Tatum, and he dances, of course. Halle Berry, Elton John has a big role in this movie, and Jeff Bridges is in this movie also. I saw Jeff Bridges in the preview, so I knew he was going to be there, and he was good. He didn't have as big a role as I thought he would have, but he was still good. Essentially, you've got the statesmen in America who are the counterparts, the brothers to the Kingsmen in England. The Kingsmen in England, their cover is suits. They make suits. The statesmen in America, their cover is they create whiskey. Essentially, there's an attack on the Kingsmen. Julianne Moore orchestrates this big attack to get rid of all of the Kingsmen. It's unclear whether she killed every single person, but probably. And I don't know, to me, if I was going to rob a bank in a city, I wouldn't start throwing bombs at the local police department, because if you don't get them all, then they know something's going on. Somebody just threw bombs at us. Let's investigate. Let's find out what's happening. Just didn't seem like a good plan unless you were guaranteed to wipe out all of your enemies. There was a Bond-like villain in the movie that I did dig. I did dig that. You've got your main, backing up a second, you've got your main spy-like movies. You've got, currently, you've got like Jack Reacher. And then you've got James Bond, of course, the many Bonds. And then you've got Mission Impossible. And then you've got Charlie's Angels franchise. And now you've got the Kingsmen. And I think that they can hang with the other ones. I mean, they're a brand new franchise, but I think they can hang with them. They got my vote. And they've got a Bond-like villain in this episode. I guess they had one in the last one. The girl had the legs amputated and she had the scissors-like devices on her legs. Well, here you got a guy with a mechanical, bionic robot arm that's got a lot of functions. He's a good villain. I mean, usually a Bond villain only lasts one movie unless you're named after a shark. But this episode was one guy, one movie. Now I'm ready to see what they're going to do in the next movie. It pulls you in. You know, it pulled me in. Made me wonder what's going to happen next. The big bad was fair. She wasn't scary, really. When I saw Samuel L. Jackson do it, he had a little bit of a quirk. He had a little bit of, it seemed like he might win. I never believed that the villain was going to win in this movie. Maybe that's just me. It's their second global attack. It's another villain, another global attack. They're going to do something that kills a lot of people on the planet. Maybe that's what the Kingsmen are all about. They're stopping villains that want to commit some type of genocide. Maybe. The president in this movie, they do a lot with the president. And he is a Richard. Remember that word Richard? If you break it down, your friend's named Richard, but he likes a cooler name, starts with a D, 4 letters long. Richard. This guy was a major Richard. Tatum's in the movie for a short time, And Halle Berry's in the movie, and unfortunately, guys, she's not naked. She doesn't dance. She's not in a bikini. It's Halle Berry, but she's not doing the, hey, I'm Halle Berry, look at me, I'm sexy, woo. She's not doing that. Probably because, if I were to take a guess, and I am taking a guess, I would say because of Catwoman. Because she brought the sexy till it was crazy in Catwoman. And then, we know what happened with Catwoman. So now it looks like she just wanted to just act. And she's a great actress, so she was good. She was better than expected. She was good. Maybe she's got herself a good franchise this time around. We shall see. Essentially what happens, Julianne Moore's character attacks the Kingsmen, devastates the Kingsmen, and forces them to call on their American counterpart for assistance, which is it's essentially the American version of each one of them. Merlin, for them, on our side, was ginger ale, which I thought was cute. They all got code names, but ginger ale is their Merlin. So each one had a counterpart, had a mirror image, and they have to team up together to stop the big bad, who is going to try to kill millions of people. And of course, they're the good guys, so you would assume that they would be successful. I'm not going to tell you. You got to see the movie. I'm not going to tell you. But I think this one was good too. This one is going to make a buck. This one is going to spawn a third movie. There's going to be 3. I'm sure of it. So if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe.